Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Education Matters. So we're here, of course, with Dr. Craig Douglas. And Dr. Douglas, thank you so much for being here this morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Blake, how are you?
I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so August is less than a week away, which means back to school season is upon us. Where did the summer go? So today we are talking about preparing for the new school year. Of course, the pandemic presented several challenges and changes to the classroom last year, and there may be some this year. So Dr. Douglas, what's some advice for students on adapting to any of these new changes?
Yes, and I think more changes could be down the pike, as we see the spikes in the variant and so forth. So with the coming year very, very fast approaching, I went to the web and I've extracted 3 general suggestions if I could offer today for parents as well as students. First, take a model of accepting and adapting. Accepting and adapting. We've got new guidelines, processes, rules, all related to this thing called the pandemic. We sometimes refer to this as the new normal, don't we, Blake?
Oh, yeah.
New normal. So the one thing the pandemic has taught me is to kind of expect the unexpected to happen. I'm reminded of the proverb, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. COVID has moved me to this kind of mindset, to accept and adapt. So this really resonated for me. It's advice that's appropriate for students of all ages, really, entering elementary all the way through the middle grades, all the way into college. Accept and adapt. Thinking ahead about the learning environment helps. What kind of supplies are needed. You had a great piece on educational supplies I saw air recently. What other logistical needs do you have for your own personal learning style, and how can you expand upon that?
All right, very good. And Dr. Douglas, I was going to say, adapting and accepting that adaptation can kind of, it reminds me of being in adulthood. There's so many challenges thrown your way, you got to adapt them. So it's good practice.
And then for students of all ages, connect with people that can help you during this time. These are teachers or counselors or other adults that can be mentors for students. All of this, I would suspect, have been helped by such key influencers. For me, 2 of my mentors were basketball coaches I had in school, Coach Shaw and Coach Peterson. I connected with them not only on the court but also in the classroom, and they became lifelong mentors of mine. This is so crucial for students to understand. They can't go it alone. They need help. Reach out for those mentors that can be helpful. The connections you make now as students will benefit you your whole life, and they can be invaluable resources. Third suggestion, Blake, is to commit to a routine. We talked about this before in the context of the pandemic. It's very crucial for the start of the school year, in my opinion. Establish good habits and routines. These include the basics, right? Like eating and sleeping and other adaptations we need to make for the start of the school year. I've spoken about the need for a place to study at home, to do homework. This certainly fits the idea of making a commitment to routine, determining a focus while in school. I like the adage, paying attention pays off for students. To learn to take good notes and pose questions when it's time to do so. These kind of sound a little bit preachy maybe, but it's solid advice that really pays off and helps establish the routine that I'm referencing in this third overarching point for a successful start of the school year. Schools, it's an important journey for all students, especially now coming into a new phase of this pandemic, and the success in school will pay off lifelong. I wish all the students the best for the start of the school year coming very, very soon.
Yes, we do too, absolutely, and it's going to come up quick. Now, is there anything else that you would recommend for a successful school year, Dr. Douglas?
I think patience and support from parents can really be helpful. It's so easy for all of us. I'm talking about myself as well as others too. Sometimes overreact with all the challenges that are thrown at us. Trying to be patient and supportive of students, and understanding that students are facing unprecedented challenges. We'll get through it. We're very, very close to a very nice new normal.
Yeah.
Let's just keep being supportive of each other along this pathway.
I agree, Dr. Douglas. So if we did it before, we could do it again.
Exactly right, Blake.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, Dr. Douglas, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.
You too. Take care and be well.
Absolutely. Now, for those of you at home, for more information about today's topic, just check out the School Source page on WNEM.com.